Good morning. This is WXON, Detroit, Michigan, beginning another day of scheduled telecasting.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great minute here tonight. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
WrestleMania is running wild!
My God, what a run! It's not our world is watching!
The announcement has been paid for by the new Wakuian Order.
Etep here. I know you've been asking for it, so we've got it. You want that new Wakuian Order merchandise? Here it is. T-shirts, mugs, towels, hoodies. It is all there. Tote bags, ladies and gentlemen. And if the new Wakuian Order's not your thing, well, we've got something for that, too. We've got the old school Going In Raw, the Place to Be Reviews Egyptian logo. We've got the Etep and Mini Etep shirt. We've got tank tops. Monday Night Going In Raw, no protection required. We've got leggings. Ladies and gentlemen, it's there if you want it. If not, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D Etep Wakuian from the Place to Be Reviews, right back here with all of yous. After having the day off yesterday, one of the most challenging days I've had as a substitute teacher. I've got the hoodie on this morning. It's a little chilly down here. It's not as warm. Morning, Godzillionaire, Tina Bojan, Superfan Adam Shawhan, Frank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Godzillionaire, Brutal. Make sure I didn't miss Tina Bojan. I think I said everybody. I got everybody in there now. But thank you guys for being here. Tina, I will DM you the information. Sorry, I passed out last night by about 8:30. I was done. I was in bed, and I was watching WCW, and I just, boom, I was out. But no, we got a good show planned for you this morning. You know, not great, good, fun. You know, the arm's good, Adam. It's getting to that point where you can see it starting to kind of like scab a little bit. It started to flake a little this morning. So I washed it, and I've lotioned it, I think, 2 or 3 times already. I got up at like 6. So I've lotioned it like 3 times. I've been trying to do it like 8 to 10 times a day. Like yesterday was a little tough. Like I mean, I've gone outside and kind of like exposed it to the sun, but for like not even 10 minutes, you know. Like if I walk outside or whatever, it's, you know, it's, but no, I've been, it's good, man. It's good. Like I said, I'm ready to get one over here now. Mama's gonna get her dragons first, but yeah. Let's see. Wait, Brutal is saying I was watching Draven play at Star Wars game. Next thing you know, I was down for the count. It puts the lotion on its. That's basically it. I did see Draven. I think I retweeted him because he was playing. Was it Jedi Survivor or whatever last night? But yeah, he'll be on. We get to do. Holy shit! News is going to be great tonight. So we've got Commander Cody from Pursuing Paranormal. Great friend of the channel, goes back to the podcast, you know, on Anchor. Matt, a common idiot. Superfan Adam Shawhan. You know, those are 3 great guests. We've got a debuting guest, Chris from Instant Regret, who he and I have been friends on MySpace and YouTube and Facebook since like 2006, 2007. He found my first channel, and because I used to do strictly like wrestling, and then it kind of veered into politics a little bit. But yeah, he'll be on tonight making his debut. He's got a great channel called Instant Regret. He does some food tasting, some spicy foods, the One Chip Challenge, stuff like that. Real fucking fun content. If you haven't had a chance yet, go check out the Yuri video dropped by my editor and I, Goodstuff. That was fun. We've got another one coming up. It'll be a panel video this time. Yeah, that'll be a fun one to make. But yeah, we're gonna have a good show tonight. I got a few things to talk about this morning with you guys before I go out and mow my lawn. I got my sprinkler company coming hopefully in the next couple days. Get my sprinklers turned on. It is I kind of neglected that this morning. I forgot. Excellent. We just got about 6 minutes ago. We got confirmation that A Common Idiot is on tonight. I got confirmed that Commander Cody is on. I'm going to confirm with Chris, although I know he's down, and Adam is in the chat. He's ready. I just don't know about Soldier Spirit tonight. He's been out for a couple weeks. He went to the meetup, the FNT meetup, did his own thing. Had some fun, did some great content out there, and CJP was out Monday night. Family stuff going on. I think he's got one of his kids is getting ready to graduate. So congratulations to little CJP, one of them there, and that's that's a big thing. That's awesome. I got about 10 years until mine does, and he's growing too fast as it is. Like he's getting ready. He'll be turning 8 in July. He's getting ready to go into 3rd grade this fall, and I'm just like, dude, this kid was 3 years old, and I started staying home with him yesterday, So it's weird. It really is a God damn it, Godzillionaire. So if you say he's down 3 times, does Draven magically appear? I think so. Let's test that theory. Hang on. I'll do something here. And Adam, I swear to God, PayPal was gonna make me work. Adam sent me a gift, via PayPal, and they were like, you have to confirm your email address, which for my payroll account for the show I did months ago, and Facebook is just being a hunk of shit. They are not, it is not pulling up. There we go. I'm trying to DM Draven. But that, the damn site was like, oh, you have to confirm your email. I'm like, what now? I was like, my email's been confirmed because I linked my bank account. Oh, well, to transfer this money out of PayPal to your bank account, you need to confirm it. I'm like, so I added another email address and my primary one, personal, to it. So which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Like I mean, we were showing, Neil was showing, Nelson Neil was showing, my tattoo and the pictures the other day from Facebook. Yeah, my real name on it. Whatever. Give a fuck. It doesn't. If you ain't figured it out by now, then your ass is slipping. I mean, it ain't no mystery, but it's all good. It's just kind of funny. I didn't care. That's what I say. It was just cool to see, and then he's been sharing the pictures and everything, which is cool to see, people respond to his, it's my tattoo, but it's his work, it's my idea and his fucking, his effort that put it together, and man, did a goddamn amazing job. I do, like I said, I'll sit down here and be cold just so I can show that tattoo off half time. But yeah, over here we're gonna do it's gonna be Pinhead. I just said we're gonna do Pinhead with the lament configuration on that arm. I'm thinking full body, but maybe upper torso, and then do the words like the script underneath it. I think. Thank you, Scrambles, and hail, brother. Yeah, I got to catch up to Scrambles, man. This dude, he's got. I do. I want a sleeve. I want sleeves on both arms. I really do. Going around is going to be the difficult part because I know how tender that skin is. Like that. That will be. That'll be. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. I imagine that'd be kind of painful too because your arms rubbing against rubbing. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. And then I'm going to start working out again. So, yeah, Scramble says, newsflash, Ohio man in Etep's chat. Ohio! I'm a Buckeyes fan, brother. You know that. I'm a Buckeyes fan. Yeah. Probably. Except nothing on the face. I'm not doing any face or neck. I won't. This is the magic right here. This takes work. Oh shit, you guys are fucking awesome. I do. I love you guys. This I missed this yesterday. I really did. Like I said, the day I had subbing, I would have I would have much rather been doing a morning show or recording a video. I'm actually going to record a video after this. Not a skit or anything, just a actual video. You know, I say I miss doing the video. I really do, guys. I miss it. But it's been so nice to have the extra time. And we'll do a morning show Friday too. I know I wasn't sure. I think I may have scheduled one for tomorrow or not, but we're gonna do one Friday too. I do have to work Friday, but not teach. As one of the other teachers she's coming back from maternity leave. She's a kindergarten teacher. And they hired another kindergarten teacher who's now pregnant and getting ready to go out on maternity leave. So, she's gonna come back and kind of fill in for PE, which is fine. And my son's class were the worst ones yesterday. It's like first and second grade. Oh my god! And it wasn't all of them. It was like 5 out of 18 that were just like. And I didn't really yell. I raised my voice a little bit, but. And then the class I had the day before, the 4th and 5th graders, had to write out of 16 of them, 8 of them had to write apology letters to me, and then those 8 weren't allowed to come to gym yesterday. So I had 8 kids in gym, so I just gave them free time and let them. I was shooting some hoops, which was it was a little, the arm was a little, because I'm right-handed, my arm was a little sore while I was shooting, but not bad. Not bad. And yeah, I'm letting all this come back in my natural gray is coming in. You can kind of see it from the side a little better. But yeah, I'm just going to let it go. I don't give a fuck. The wife kind of likes the silver fox look anyway. And since I won't ever have it up there, because I don't want to look like Larry Fine. What did Adam say? Just wait till you're all tatted up. The people will definitely double check us we're together. Oh yeah, toxic real men, no BS. I'm fine with that. I am absolutely fine. Yeah, Scrambles is closer to Post Malone right now. All the ink he's got. The chair shots were worse. They were far worse. Uh oh. What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, welcome, bro. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I'm still up, so. I haven't slept.
You got tonight off, right? We're doing the wrestling
do have
tonight
off. Yes.
Awesome. I thought I remembered that from Monday night, but I couldn't exactly remember. Everything's been a blur. Mm-hmm. Everything's been a fucking blur.
Tony Khan's got his big announcement tonight too.
Yeah, because it's
probably the TV deal. I would assume.
Yeah. I have a screenshot of that. Which I'll share here in a minute from one of the other wrestling groups I'm in.
Yeah, because it's like the rumor is it's a $1 billion deal.
Yeah,
which is basically what the WWE gets for their TV deal. So it's like when WWE goes for their next thing, they could be like, okay, well, you're giving these guys $1 billion,
Yep.
Can you up the ante?
Yeah.
So.
And it's. Okay, so AEW gets this TV deal. They're adding another show. They're going to have 5 hours of programming a week now because they're getting rid of Dark and Dark Elevation on YouTube. The YouTube shows are going to cease.
They've already canceled those. So.
Yep. Yep, they were done.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago, right? They wrapped those up.
Yeah, like a week or so ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I was behind on them anyway because it's like half the time like nothing really happens. Like occasionally you'll have like little stories that happen that end up getting on main TV, but other than that, it's just like basically it's just dark matches like that you would get like before a show.
See, and really not utilizing that to its full capability is a missed opportunity. Shit. And that shows
well,
to
be fair, the Acclaimed started on Dark. A lot of their talent that they have kind of started on Dark, and then they worked their way up.
That's the way it should be. It's a farm system.
Yep.
You know, it is. It's a farm system. And more, they should have more of their, writers working on minor, small, simplistic angles on those shows, because then they can bridge onto TV, because you're moving your talent up and you bring a preset angle with them, some kind of arc to where you can introduce them to the audience and they're immediately boom, we've got a storyline starting right now, or it's ongoing, and with them, and you make it to where it's transferable from roster to roster, as something that, it can be done. Yeah,
even with ROH too, because a lot of the roster there bleeds through into the AEW product too. So that gives you 7 hours of TV basically, because ROH TV is 2 hours.
Yep.
So
yeah. So they really need to work. Okay, so they have around 150 people on their roster, which is a huge. That's a huge. That's
There's people
WCW
sitting at home not doing anything.
That's WCW right there, and it's like you have 7 hours of TV. And this is what, and I've been listening, I listen to Cornette all the time, and they're talking about like the wrestling sets for the individual shows looking homogenized and all the same, and losing that arena show feel. So it's like make, he talked about the stage, and he's right. That's the thing. I think that a lot of these, a lot of them, AEW and WWE, because there's only two basically. I don't count Impact. Feel the innate need to have that stage, and they don't need it.
Yeah, that TV deal also is like, okay, well maybe because wrestling, I was watching this one guy and he's like, basically wrestling is like a hot commodity right now that pulls numbers consistently, and it's not like a scripted, like a filmed show or whatever. And they basically were like, this means like some of the other companies might be able to shop and get TV deals, because they'll be like, all right, well, AEW is getting $1 billion for this TV deal. And so is WWE. So now maybe these other networks are going to be like, okay, well, we kind of want a wrestling show on our network too.
Yep.
Which, when everybody's doing good, all the boats rise, so.
All right. Here's let me share this. Here's this is from AEW. Right.
And then if their whole with the TV deal, the some people are thinking that it's going to go on Max as well, and then the pay-per-views might go on Max as well. Like if you have Max, you can get the pay-per-view on there. I don't know if you'd have to pay extra or whatever, but
there.
Yeah.
This is Wade Keller of Pro Wrestling Torch. AEW's new deal with Warner Brothers Discovery is expected to be worth $240 million per year for 5 years, making the total sum $1.2 billion. Keller noted a likely content agreement for HBO Max. All In could air on Max in the U.S. to avoid the promotion running 2 pay-per-views in 7 days.
Yeah, because they have All In, and then like a week later they have All Out.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the idea of AEW getting a deal like this. I support that, man. I want to see them succeed, and I don't want to see Tony Khan screw this up.
Well, they did hire that new guy that he's a black guy. He's from like wasn't sure if it was PW Insider or some other place, but he's like the PR guy. He does creative.
Yep.
He does making sure things are canonical, shit like that. And so if he's if Tony Khan is letting him like book or do some of the booking, if he's part of creative, then let him. I'd say, because Tony Khan is hit or miss when it comes to booking, so he needs somebody else there that is knowledgeable to some degree to like help with that.
Yeah, and Khan, let's be honest, Khan doesn't need the book.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't. He can't handle that responsibility with his friendship with the boys. And that's, like I said, I harp on that.
Mainly the Bucks and basically the elite. Like, they shouldn't be
EVPs
or have any creative decisions, period, because they're workers.
No. And that's it. We see, and that's the caveat is none of them are. And I didn't agree with Hogan having as much creative as he did back in the day either. Looking with the benefit of hindsight, how damaging that is to a brand to let somebody run rampant over your creative team like that. It's counterproductive and counterintuitive to achieving a goal of making your product more marketable and actually just endearing it to fans, because people are going to get tired of the antics and the bullshit. Because let's face it, as much of a fucking asshole as Hogan was backstage, he was a draw.
Yeah, he was.
He was a draw. He was a guaranteed moneymaker. Now, bad booking can fucking ruin that.
Yeah.
But he was a guaranteed moneymaker. What you did with it once you had the money is to continue that revenue source coming in based off that guy is entirely another story, which we know that ball was fucking dropped big time.
And it also helps that Tony Khan is independent from the network too, because at least with WCW, Time Warner owned it. So once the money was gone, once they started losing money, it was like, okay, well, see ya. Yeah, basically gonna sell ya. Yeah,
so that's a good thing. Hail Brightest Day audiobooks and science fiction. Welcome. Clone Geek says R.I.P. Miss Marvel. Yeah, they killed her in a Spider-Man book, which is hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be in that new movie. And they killed her off in the comics. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Do they know what they're doing anymore?
No, they don't know. What up, my sketchbook? There's a name I have not seen in a long time. Morning, bro.
Yeah, he was over in the stream when I was gaming, playing Jedi Survivor. He hopped in a little bit.
Nice. What up, brother? Godzillionaire says Miss Marvel died of climate change and poor sales.
He's not wrong.
Oh, shit. He says, damn, not even in her own book, right? They're like, people are like, you're going to replace Peter Parker. The Spider-Man writers are like, well, allow us to retort. But no, I do. I'm looking forward to AEW tonight. I really want them to tighten up their storytelling and their creative. I do. It's like on the verge of being fucking great. It really is. You need to stop with the Orange Cassidy shit. Like,
well, if Punk comes, Punk is coming back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, but he's already on payroll.
Yeah, he never left payroll.
No. As I said, he's already on payroll. Why the fuck they're paying him millions of dollars to sit at home like he's Kevin fucking Nash.
So like, have him come back and All In, have him fight fucking Omega, or him and Omega do a solo or do a trios where it's Mega and the Elite and the Young Bucks versus him and FTR or whatever. That shit's gonna make money if you announce any one of those for All In, and the rest of the house is gonna sell out.
Yeah,
and then you can even, because he's supposed to debut June, the first episode of Collision, I think he's supposed to return. So if they build it up and build it gradually between then and August to do it, that's your definitive story in AEW that would put them to the next level, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they need that. He's a established, viable fucking brand. And Joe's atmosphere. Hail, brother. Good morning. I still got to get over on one of his streams. It's just timing. Joe says he'll be the face of Collision. Absolutely. That's what they're going to use because. And Corny made a good point on this. Not Small Time Republic Cornette, actual Jim Cornette, made a really good point. And he said, it's going to be difficult to draw fans, especially younger fans, on a Saturday night. But the old wrestling shows did it back in the day. Shotgun Saturday on WWF and WCW Saturday Night they've got an audience. There is an audience
there.
You
had Heat on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, you had Sunday Night Heat, which was a nice lead into pay-per-views on the weeks they had pay-per-views.
Yep.
I don't see this as a bad thing, having a Saturday night show. I know Corny and Lass think it's too much fucking AEW. No, it's not. WWE is too much.
Yep.
I mean, I don't give a
pay-per-view every fucking month, almost every month is just too much. Like I get we're gonna have May, June, and August. Like those are gonna be pay-per-views right back to back, but that's just because they just did the All In, and then we'll have All Out. The next couple months is gonna have a shit ton of pay-per-views for AEW, but that's just because of the way things lined up with them doing All In and Forbidden Door. I don't really count as like a main pay-per-view. It's more of like
special event.
Yeah, like a special event for them and New Japan to like do some dream matches, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my sketchbook makes a good point. He says Saturday and Sunday for the more hardcore fans. It is. And that's why, honestly, having CM Punk on Saturday is a good idea. And to kind of go back and touch on what you were talking about with the program with Omega, that needs to start out as an individual program.
Yep.
Because I think if you take and you separate Kenny Omega from Matt and Nick, he'll actually grow.
One of the guys actually wants to apologize out of the group of the Elite to Punk. And a lot of people think it's Omega, so that would make sense if that's the case.
I think he's the most mature out of them because he's the older one. I don't know how old Matt and Nick are, but I know Kenny's
he was less involved in the whole brawl out thing. Like he was involved in it, obviously, but he had a little less involvement compared to the other two.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as somebody who wants to be a tough guy backstage. Like he doesn't. And I don't say that to like shit on him or anything. The guy's a worker. I see him, he's huge in Japan. Guy's been fucking huge in Japan for years.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what Joe says. As long as Omega's there, the New Japan influence will continue. And I don't mind that. I don't have any problem with that. But what I have a problem with is Matt and Nick, the Bucks, backstage acting like fuck. Those two are not. They're bitch made. Those two are bitch made. They're pussies. I'll guarantee you they cannot fight. A shoot, they could not do it. They're bitches. They are. Those. Omega, and he's got to stop letting those because they're gonna. And I know he's kind of getting into the twilight phase of his mainstream, but. I mean, if he locks it in and separates himself from their petty bullshit, obviously with Punk and the fact that he's a much bigger star than those two will probably ever be combined. And I'm not a huge CM Punk guy either. I'm not. But when I see a company that needs a guy who's a fucking draw, and he's been there already.
Got the heel.
Yes.
The face.
And he can be that. And those two, Khan does not need to let those two fuck up a business opportunity that could put him on the next level. And that's my point. And that's the problem.
Don't have him go after the championship against MJF right away.
Not right away.
Test the waters, because obviously he's on thin ice to begin with everything that went on. So make sure he's gonna be playing ball and doing all that stuff. And once time's passed, that obviously he's not going to do anything stupid. again, or he's not going to get injured again, then have him go and finish his feud with MJF.
It'd be a great program to
build. Match that they had was I haven't seen it, but from everybody that I hear, they say that feud with him and doing the dog collar match was fucking amazing.
Wait, who was that?
MJF and CM Punk. They had a match a while back.
I don't remember that. That was I think that was before.
It was not this past Revolution, but the one before that.
So it was before I started watching.
Yeah, basically I watched it all out when Punk came out, and then I watched, I want to say I missed Full Gear and Revolution, and then I've seen everything past that because I watched for like a month or so, and then with work and dealing with a bunch of other shit, I just didn't have time.
Yeah, and that's it too. If there's a lot of product, it gets difficult to keep up on everything. I want to touch on Scramble's comment. He says, just a quick question. I got a buddy online who's obsessed with ECW. How do you guys feel about ECW? I grew up with it. I used to watch it at 2 a.m. on Saturdays as a teenager on the Sunshine Network out of Florida on my satellite. I turned it on one night, and there was Shane Douglas in the ring cutting it because he was cutting a promo. And no, it wasn't Doug. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Or maybe it was. I can't remember. But I remember seeing a promo first and just being like, oh my God, like it looked so different. It was such a different look in the mid 90s. As coming into I think it was 95 maybe. I say I grew up, it was teenage years. But one of the most memorable episodes of ECW TV I ever saw was Douglas cutting a promo, and all of a sudden, he was working with Al Snow for the world title. Snow wanted his world title shot with Douglas, and he used to have the head, and the crowd just threw all those white fucking styrofoam heads in the ring and filled it. It was fucking beautiful. Nice. I enjoyed ECW. I loved it. It was a great counterculture promotion, gritty, violent, even though I'm not a fan of now a lot of the hardcore shit. Back then it was new and it was something different as opposed to coming out of the cartoonish early 90s, into the grunge kind of scene. That's what it was. It was grunge compared to arena rock is what ECW was. And it spawned a lot of fucking talent too. I mean, Jericho, Benoit, Malenko, Guerrero, Mysterio, Psychosis. I mean, the list goes on and on. The Dudleys. I mean, Austin, Dreamer. Van Dam. I mean, you can keep going with these guys because there's a fucking ton of them that all went on to have an impact in either. Hey, yeah, that was back then. This is what I thought about FTW because Paul Lee wouldn't put the belt on me. And now Hook's carrying it. Yeah, fucking Hook. Oh, God. Oh. But yeah, that it was a great time to be a wrestling fan. It really was. You had variety, But yeah, I still I have a lot of warm and good nostalgia feelings for ECW between about 95 and probably 99 when it kind of, the TNN, when it went on TNN, it was the death knell. They got a TV deal, but the network
ECW?
was well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was that when the Fed had it and they brought it back?
Before. It was still independent. It was still independent of WWE then.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So it was I enjoy it. Scrambles. I liked it. No, it's no reason to be sorry. No reason to be sorry. NXT shouldn't exist. It waters the brand down, not because it's bad, but because you run the risk of using up talent and not allowing them to grow with the veterans. Yes.
My problem with NXT is when they do a call up for them, then they change everything about them. It's if they're over and they're doing good with what they have on NXT, don't change their gimmick when they get to the thing. It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, that's stupid. It is. So you get it. You get established, and you have fans that are invested in a character, and it's like, oh, main roster time. Bye bye, new gimmick. Wait, what?
Yep.
What? What are the rumors of Drew McIntyre going to AEW?
Apparently, his contract now, from what I'm hearing, is up the beginning of next year. So he won't be at all in like people were hoping.
No, and then they'll still have like probably a 90-day no compete clause, so that'll be another 3 months.
Well, I don't know if
do they still have that?
They do, but if they I think if he lets the contract like go to its expiration, I don't think there is a 90-day after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't mind Drew McIntyre. I like him.
The only time I think in 90 days is if they like want out of their contract, then they have like a 90-day where they can't do anything, or if like they get fired or some shit because their contract was expired or wasn't expired.
Okay. Yeah, Adam. AEW has a great women's roster. They do. They just need, like I said, you got Jade Cargill, who's right there on the verge, even though she's held that title so long. But God, does she need work?
Tina. Seth Rollins is going to be a New World Order.
Wait, what is he going to be in?
The new Captain America movie, New World Order.
Is he?
He's in that movie as like I think the villain actually.
Oh, jeez. Well, we'll see.
I need to get my New World Order or trailer out before they drop a trailer.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on it. I haven't finished it. I've been sitting on it for a while.
God damn it. Joe's Atmospheres. This is they held FTR back for way too long. I think he's talking about when they were in.
The Young Bucks held them back because when they had all the titles, the Young Bucks wouldn't drop the titles when they had them to them. So they could have like every single belt basically from all the promotions or most of the promotions.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, because they're dicks. Now they have them, but they don't want to. They don't want to lay down for them basically.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of FTR's politics, but in ring those guys they're one of the best tag teams AEW has. I mean they're phenomenal workers together. They shouldn't be split up. They shouldn't be. They don't need to be. They're not. Neither one of them is viable as a singles competitor. Really, they're not. They need to be in a tag team. They play off each other too well.
FTR.
Yeah.
They even said they don't want to do. They don't want to do singles. They just want to be tag champs.
Yep.
Or
and that's
a tag team.
Yeah. I was there too. You know, I did want a singles run, but I was so much happier working tag matches because I love tag team wrestling. ECW was organized backyard wrestling, but is what we wanted at the time. I would argue that point slightly because of the technical wrestlers that you did have there. You know, the Benoits and guys like that, Danny Dorings, C.W. Anderson, Douglas, Snow.
So this is something that I just came across on Twitter.
Yeah, Rhino was another great fucking worker that came out of ECW.
Share the screen.
Hell, Just Joe 47.
Yeah, so
we'll go back to your comment, Just Joe. Hang on.
So AEW may announce CM Punk's return on tonight's Dynamite. Wrestling Observer Andrew Zarian spoke about CM Punk's AEW comeback on the Wire Live Pal YouTube show. As far as I know, CM Punk's return will be announced most likely tomorrow, Wednesday, May 17th, and if not tomorrow, most likely very soon in the coming days. This is the big how Punk got involved. I don't know if Punk came before Collision or after. If I am going to say, if I were going to base on what I know, I would say that Punk came after and Collision kind of spun in something different than it was supposed to be. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but I'm just going by the information that I have and can just assume. But yeah. So
I'd like that
announcement.
That'd be kind of cool if they announced that tonight.
Mm-hmm. That or the TV deal.
Yeah.
So.
Or both. Shit.
Yeah.
Comes out. We got a TV deal, and guess who's going to be featured on that new show? You know, the returning CM Punk. You know, that would be huge for them.
Yeah.
That would be huge for AEW. All right, Just Joe 47. Good morning. He says AEW has a few good women wrestlers: Britt Baker, Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Taya Valkyrie, but the rest are mediocre to just plain awful. Jade Cargill has the look, but she's hardly improved in 2 years. That's because she doesn't get an opportunity to work dark matches. They keep her isolated on an island, and you've got to get her in there and with the bigger names. And yes, it would expose her, but she's not going to improve if she keeps working just squash matches.
I know she had mentioned about wanting to go to New Japan to do some stuff because her, I guess Daniel Bryanson or Bryan Danielson or whatever the fuck he's called. He I think he might be training her or like mentoring her or whatever. So if she goes, if they like have her drop the title and then go away for a little bit, go to New Japan and get some decent work in, and then come back, and then obviously I would assume that she would improve because it's fucking New Japan. If you don't improve in New Japan, there's something wrong.
Yeah, there's no hope. There's no hope for you in the business.
Yeah, so
I think it'd be a good move, honestly. Because
Taya, Valkyrie, and then let her have it, and then disappear for a bit. Go over to New Japan, get a bunch of matches and shit in there, get some decent work, like actually work matches, not just fucking bury people.
Yeah,
and then come back and have your rematch against Taya for the title, and actually have a match.
yeah, that. It's with her physique, she's so marketable. I mean, she's a fucking beautiful woman. I mean, that woman is a goddess. She just needs to get that in-ring work down, and she'll be fucking golden. Like, I honestly think like she's much with her look. She's a perfect heel. She really is. It's just like I said, fine-tuning that and turning it into something that's more viable in the long run for her because she's young, let's just tighten it up a little bit. Just tighten it up. Joe's Atmosphere says, my favorite match ever was in WCW. Luger versus Flair for the strap. Lex had Flair on the rack. It was over till the Minnesota Wrecking Crew showed up. Yeah, dude, those Ric Flair's old title matches were that's the stuff of legend, man. I still remember, was it like I think it was Wrestle War 90 or 91. NWA, I don't think they changed WCW at that point. Or maybe they had just changed, but Flair versus Ricky Steamboat was another one. And then Flair versus Muta. Those matches were fucking amazing. Dude, Flair and Steamboat put on a match, but Muta, I love the great Muta. I used to love him. Dude was just great. Let's see. Scramble says, I enjoyed the period of wrestling. I wasn't huge into it or anything. I was playing in bands, skateboarding, getting pretty wasted towards the end, but it was a cool scene. Yeah, the 90s were a fucking awesome wrestling time. Braun Breaker, a.k.a. Rick Steiner's son, can't use his real name in NXT. That was BS. That's stupid.
Well, I thought he didn't want to use his dad's name because he didn't want to rely on his dad's name to make it big. I thought that's the reason why he chose that name.
Like I said, I don't know. I didn't even know he was wrestling. If the contract expires, there's no non-compete clause. Okay.
Yeah, he recently turned heel or whatever on NXT.
All right. Scramble says, what was my wrestling league called? My friend swears she's seen you wrestle. I wrestled in Imperial Wrestling Entertainment for the last 2 years of my career. That's where I was. And then I worked for Michigan Wrestling Organization, Universal Wrestling Alliance, Michigan Championship Wrestling. What was the other one? Apex Pro Wrestling. I ran Absolute Entertainment Pro Wrestling, which was NWA Absolute Entertainment at one point. because we were an NWA affiliate. I'm trying to think of all the other ones I've worked. But if she seen me wrestle, it probably would have been IWE. And we were on cable in like 20 states too, so just basic cable. We had all these little network affiliates that would air the TV that we taped. But yeah, that's cool. It's always funny to. I actually saw you wrestle. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They started housing Sting ringside with his own crutches. Lex saw it, dropped Flair, and got counted out by saving Sting. He wrecked 3/4 of the Horsemen single-handedly that day. It was awesome. What was it? What pay-per-view was that? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one again. I vaguely remember the match, but I haven't seen it in fucking years. I think. My sketchbook's talking about Drew McIntyre. So I think he'd be a draw in AEW. WWE dropped the ball with him. The Tribal Thief is another reign of terror. Shockers. Yep. Triple H running creative. Yes, yes. I don't. So I don't like the bloodline. I don't like it. I don't like the angle. I think it's stupid.
So speaking of like the champ or the belts and shit over there. So Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles at the thing. So if Seth Rollins is filming a movie right now, is he going to be able to be the champion?
Right?
And that all the time? Because isn't there like a thing in those contracts where like you can't like have bruises and shit and like your face and all that stuff? Like, because it's like insured or whatever. Because if you get an injury or whatever, then that's time, you know. So if that's the case, I'm gonna assume AJ Styles is gonna be the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Doesn't that seem like a conciliatory prize, though?
Yes.
It's,
but it also makes it, to me, that belt is going to be better than the ones Roman has, because Roman's not dropping them until that record's broke. Was it
Bruno Sammartino streak?
I think it's Hogan's that they're.
Is it Hogan's?
Mm-hmm. And who knows? They might even try to break Bruno's.
That's kind of what I thought they were going to try to do. Just Joe 47 says that was Wrestle War 90. Okay, it was 90. Sting legit injured his knee, so Luger had to take his place in the main. All right, I have that on VHS.
Wow.
I've got a lot of those old pay-per-views on VHS because my mom, if I wasn't home or something, my mom used to record them for me.
Nice.
I know I've got that one. The AEW is... I think Adam's talking about FTR. They're the brain busters in AEW for me. They won't ever challenge FTR for the belts. Rancho Cuckoos. Yeah, I'm not a buster.
Because they're
Good morning.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yep. Good morning, Pursuing Paranormal. Cody's going to be our guest this evening, and it's Cody. It's not Thody. Thody Rhodes is in the Fed. We don't need Jade to be the female Goldberg, and that's what they're kind of making her out to be right now because she can't really work. She'll be Kane size to the New Japan Pro Wrestling, women's wrestling. They're all tiny, but she'll get quicker. It will see if she can improve. Yeah, that's why I think it's so imperative that she goes over there because they work that strong style, and she's built for it. She just needs to get the mechanics down. I say she leaves undefeated, but her contract runs out. Goes to Japan, learns, comes back, takes her title back. She never lost. Triple D down with the Downs Draven. God damn it.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, I there's a lot. There's so much going on in wrestling right now. That was on TV, huh? Yeah, their booking's bad. Like I said, that bloodline angle is dragged on. Like you start your 30th anniversary of Raw with a 45-minute promo that ruined your women's cage match you were promising the fans.
Well, they already started filming, Adam. There's already set photos of Rollins on set.
Oh, is there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, it could be, I don't know. I don't know. I have no faith in Anthony Mackie as Captain America. I really don't. You know, it's
Anthony Mackie. The recasting Captain America. Oh, that's right. The black guy.
Yeah.
I hear Anthony and I think a white dude.
Oh, yeah. It's Falcon. It's Black Falcon.
Like if it was Jamal Mackie or whatever, then I would be like, all right, that's a black guy. I don't know.
As long as it's not Filbert Mackie and he's black, you know. That's just fucking. Yeah, I just think Anthony Mackie was better as Falcon. He's better left as fucking Falcon, and making him captain was just a bad move. Like it was. I don't know. It's like it's akin to changing a guy's gimmick in wrestling when he's already over. You know. It's like when they were doing that thing with Booker T and they were trying to punish him and they made him GI Bro.
Here's another thing that kind of annoys me. So this is the state of wrestling right now.
Oh, God.
So they had a bunch of rounds for this. So this is round 8. And it's who is the best heel edition? Who's going out next? They already fucking outed MJF. Like, these fucking people are idiots. I'm trying to say that Edge, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns are better. And I guess that's
Orton
are better heels than MJF right now.
MJF is the best heel in wrestling right now.
I know.
That's not even debatable.
No, it isn't.
I mean, Roman Reigns promos are fucking garbage. Okay, his in-ring work has gotten a little bit better. He's serviceable. Triple H, Brock Lesnar, no.
Yep.
No. Edge was a fucking great heel. Edge I can see. Orton is a far better heel than a baby face. I remember when they tried to make him a baby back in the day. I'd say it was like a 50-50 split with him as a baby face, but much better heel. You know, as far as 50, I say split as far as how he was received, but he was a much better heel. But I mean, you have Dominic Mysterio up there who's fucking trash.
He is terrible, but people think he's a better heel than MJF right now because of all the heat that he gets from doing the Eddie Guerrero shit and all that stuff.
That's go away heat.
Yeah, I know.
That's not legit heat. That's go away heat because
it's funny. Conan thinks Conan's best buddies with him because
Conan's a fucking idiot.
He's friends with Rey Mysterio, and they're like so he's gonna praise him no matter what. Like he's biased.
Yeah, I listened to the whatever that podcast Conan and Disco do some, you know,
Even at 100.
Yeah, Conan's takes are shit like a lot of the time, and
sometimes yes.
I mean some of them he's on, but I mean a lot of them are just like, you were mid at best. Like you were never better than mid. Like okay, once he hit the mainstream, he wasn't. He was another ECW guy for a hot minute, I think. But I mean in WCW, once he started doing like the gangster gimmick, it was just his work. Like I don't know. Yeah, it was bad. He wasn't. His move, his timing was off. You know, he gained a lot of weight. I know he's had health issues, but a lot of that was post wrestling. I don't know. I never thought of him as any more than a mid Carter, but it's kind of a shit take. Pursuing Paranormal, Cody says, I don't know anything about wrestling, but Rhea Ripley is one fine piece of ace. Yeah. Yes, she is. Mommy is hot. Buddy Matthews is a lucky motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
Reigns sucks. Yes. Roman does suck. Roman isn't savable. He still can't work right after all this time. I mean, I think he's a serviceable heel. He's not a main eventer at all. I mean, But look at what WWE has right now. What else do they have as far as, I mean, I don't know. That they're willing to work with. Hail, Goodstuff. What's going on, brother? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. No, there is the Fed fans are just sycophants. And I know that gets said about AEW, and there are some that are.
There are, yeah.
But I mean, I'll criticize both of them. I mean, I rip into AEW when they fuck up. I do.
It's just funny because like MJF, like he's the title. People are like, he needs to lose the title in this 4-way. Like he needs to lose this title. His run has been boring and it's like, what? Are you watching the same thing I'm watching? It's entertaining.
When he comes on TV, he owns it. Like that, he owns it. The dude commands attention. Darby Allin doesn't have that. Jungle Boy doesn't have that. Sammy fucking Guevara does not have that.
Out of those three, I'd rather Sammy or Darby win if they do win.
Yeah. I don't see them taking the title off MJF.
I don't either.
I mean, Darby, your world heavyweight champion, Darby Allin.
I'm all right with it just because I like Darby Allin, but
he's 160 pounds. I've got 8th graders that are bigger than him. I've got
TNT champion.
That's fine. That's the level belt he should have. I'm inclined to agree with Cornette. Because I've always felt that way. It was like Rey Mysterio was world heavyweight champion. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't care how much steroids he was on. He's 5'5".
Or Jeff Hardy when he was the champion, even though he was like champion for like a day.
Yeah, it's and then he got so high in TNA, Sting just came out and said, "Fuck this, I'm gonna roll you up and we're going home."
Yeah,
that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
But no, I don't say this to poo-poo Darby Allin's accomplishments because the dude made it to the show, so. Kudos. He's been there since the beginning. Same with Jungle Bitch and Sammy. But not a world heavyweight champion. God damn it. If you're trying to establish yourself as a viable brand, the last thing you want to do is put the fucking your biggest piece of gold on a barista. I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's ridiculous, dude. Put a mid-range title on him and let him shine there because that's where he fits. I mean, you're like I said, you're taking and putting him over on guys like Big Bill and Wardlow and all this, and it's like, Brian K, what are you doing?
Did you know he was on a reality TV show before he was in?
I did not.
Yes. What was it?
I did not.
I don't think it ever aired, though.
Not a surprise.
Let me find it.
Yeah, I hate to sound like I'm shitting on the guy, but I'm not. But at the same time, it's like you can't expect people to fucking get behind a champion that's a goddamn.
Yeah, it was. He had once appeared on a TLC channel reality show called "Sex Sent Me to the ER."
I've heard of that show.
And this is what he looked like. Oh, that's so funny.
This ought to be good.
There's a dude that has a parody account that's
oh my god.
That uses this as a profile picture. Is fucking great.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's Darby Allin for it right there.
That seems legit. That seems very legit. It doesn't even look like he has a neck there or a chin.
I know. It's like he's like his head's cocked.
I know.
The chick's pretty hot.
Yeah. So I wonder, he had to go to the ER. Obviously, she was probably pegging him.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ, that's funny. But yeah, he wants to climb Mount Everest now.
It was all fake, so it wasn't legit.
Yeah.
So his work story was that he had sex with a woman in the woods and accidentally rolled onto a bee's nest.
Oh Jesus. God, that's fucking funny. Yeah, he wants to climb Mount Everest. Dude, just lift some weights. Just lift some fucking weights. Look like a wrestler. Look like you fucking belong. You and Jungle Bitch both. Start eating some fucking red beans and rice, some fucking chicken and some steak and have some actual protein and fucking stop worrying about your fucking skateboard and be a fucking worker. God damn it. You're in a position. It kills me though. You got these guys that you've made it. There's fucking tens of thousands of guys that would kill to be in that fucking position, and you made it. And like Jungle Boy, you're an ungrateful little fuck. Not so much Darby, because I know Darby appreciates the business at least. But like Jungle Boy, like hearing about him being an asshole at cons and stuff, and he's a baby face. Like, no. If I was Tony Khan, and the motherfucker would have to have a spine first. You go up to him and be like, you do that again, your ass is fucking out. You can sit home. I'll fucking pay you to sit home, but you're out. I'm not, because he's not a heel. He can't, unless he was they had him in like a lightweight division. He was a heel. Okay, but I don't like him. I've never liked him. He's like
Jungle Bitch sucks.
He's like
I didn't mind him, but he needs to get rid of the Jungle Boy thing and just be Jack Perry. Like, just be him. Like,
well, when are we gonna have Mortal Kombat between him and Matt Riddle to see which one of these fucking ridiculous fucking homos is the biggest jungle bitch? I mean, because they both basically look the same. Yeah, like Riddle, I hate Matt Riddle's on. I fucking hate him.
You don't like Riddle?
No, I fucking hate Matt Riddle. When he was teaming with Randy Orton, they were RK Bro. I was like, oh my fuck. I saw a couple like highlights and matches. I was like, oh god. I feel like such a fucking curmudgeon when I watch wrestling now, because half these gimmicks, I'm just like, you're fucking stupid. Like, what are you doing?
Well,
like,
that's
is
like
this?
I don't know. This basketball guys. What are they called?
Oh, the Street Profits.
The Street Profits. They're shit too.
Their whole gimmick is retarded. They look like broke ass rappers.
The only one that's decent in them is what is it? Fucking Bianca's hubby. That's in that.
Oh yeah. He's a decent worker, but their gimmick is fucking dumb.
Gimmick shit.
It's like a worse Crime Time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people like, oh, Vince was racist for that Crime Time gimmick. Shad and JTG came up with that fucking gimmick. So you can't blame Vince for that. That was their shit. They're the ones that came up with that. The promos, that was their idea.
Mm-hmm.
That was all them, But not to say Vince hasn't come up with some racist ass ideas, but that one was on them. Yeah. But yeah, the state of wrestling, I mean, it's not bad right now, but I mean, it needs a facelift, and I'm hoping AEW is the place that starts with. I really do. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him flourish. I want to see the business get back to where it was and where it can be. But it's not going to happen with bad booking and shit matches and people that, workers that guys look at and be like, why would I believe that this, like, what is going to make me believe that a 150-pounder, 160-pounder like Orange Cassidy is destroying a guy who could basically flick him in the head and break his neck in the form of like Big Bill or somebody like that, or Brian Cage.
I fucking hate what they do with the Big Bill, like, because he was Big Cass in the Fed, and then they bring him over here, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna be, because MJF hired him originally to fight Wardlow, and Wardlow beat his ass and jobbed him basically, and then he's just been bullshit with the firm. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but
That sounds like a pretty good place to leave off this morning. I think Draven probably needs some sleep, and I got some
run and get a new Zelda probably today.
Oh, nice! Enjoy. I gotta get Breath of the Wild. The next game I buy though is gonna be Friday the 13th. I'm gonna buy that one.
Breath of the Wild first, but I'm gonna get it a while. That way I have it.
Nice. Let's thank this chat. We had Superfan Adam Shawhan, Tina Bojan, Frank in the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Brutal Morningwood, Godzillionaire, Scrambles the Death Dealer. Thank you guys. Joe's Atmosphere, Just Joe 47, Tina Bojan, Clone Geek, My Sketchbook 340, Hola Carnal. Thank you, man. Good seeing you back, homie. Good seeing you back. Just kind of scrolling through here. Pursuing Paranormal, Commander Cody. He'll be joining us this evening. Brightest Day. Thank you for being here, sir. Yeah, like I said, tonight we have Commander Cody. We have Chris from Instant Regret. We got Matt, a common idiot. We got Superfan Adam Shawhan. Draven will probably join us. Mm-hmm. I'm sure CJP. I'm not sure if he'll be back tonight or.
What time is it?
8:35.
Oh, okay.
8:35, and we'll do probably an hour to an hour. Well, about an hour and a half, and then we'll take 15-20 minutes and get ready for wrestling. Mm-hmm. I'm doing my best to avoid spoilers. Yeah. I'm not. I've been really good with.
I'm really
that.
bad too, because sometimes like on the stream I'll like check my phone, and then I get I get fucking spoiled, and then I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I avoid my other wrestling chats during that because they'll go like match by match and start posting. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. But thank you everybody for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Draven, thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And that's it. No outro today. We're just hitting end. So I'm Etep from the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all of you. We don't see you. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. But we'll catch you tonight at 8:35 and then at 10:30 over on Draven's channel for wrestling. Peace.